Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Cruising Israel. This week, I went to visit some of the most talked about national parks in the country. I first stopped at the Gan HaShlosha Springs, then made my way to the Kol Azim National Park, and ended up at the Stalactite Caves, which were absolutely unbelievable. So, yalla, let's get started. Gan HaShlosha, located in the Lower Galilee, is believed by some to be the real-world location of the Garden of Eden. That's why Time magazine crowned it one of the most beautiful parks in the world, and I'm here to check it out and see if it lives up to its legacy.
We are in the center of the national park, in the point that you see the falls and the spring behind me. The national park established in the end of the 50s, 1958, and officially in 1959 in the Independence Day. The nature created the place, and people know about it maybe from the prehistory till today. The Roman built a nice capital not so far away from here, and the biblical mount we have here and then other things. But they took the natural place and developed it with all the nice lawn, the grass here around, the green and the shade of the trees. And the water, of course, they make the pool more deep, but the water is nature.
The temperature of the spring water is at a 28 degrees Celsius or a warm 82 degrees Fahrenheit all year round.
It's also healthy water because there is a lot of mineral that they collect from the ground. You can't drink it, but you can swim and enjoy it very much. Below the Gilboa mountain, you know the history mountain, all the story about King Saul who fall on his sword here. So below there, the water coming maybe till Nablus, till Shechem, and very deep. We never know exactly, but it's very deep. And I checked the water, they are not from the last rain. It's coming from maybe 100 years or something like that. And they are really nature, nothing artificial here. They call it Gan HaShlosha, the garden of the three. The three people who try to settle and find places for new kibbutzim in the valley, and they died in the ambush. There is about 500,000 people come to visit in the year, a little bit less, and from all of the places in Israel. You know, the Arabic and Jewish and old-timer and newcomer, from Russia immigrant or other places, and of course tourists from all of the countries. That's why maybe Time magazine decided it's one of the 20 nicer places in the world.
So behind us is a flour mill?
Yes, ancient flour mill from the Ottoman period, but it's worked till 1948. And today you can also open it and really work like a motor, but nature.
Yeah.
And we work here with children. They're coming even from Taglit sometimes, or from other things, and we show them how it's worked.
Until 1948, this flour mill was actually working. Very eco-friendly, no energy, no electricity, just powered by this wheel and a few other things.
This museum established in 9/11, 1963, 38 years before it's become famous date. So now it's almost 60. And this collection is a very rare, maybe the only one in the Middle East. All the culture around the Mediterranean, from the, as we say, Bible time, then till the Roman, 2,000 years of Greek and Roman and Etruscan and other collections. The museum built on a biblical tale mount from King Solomon times. We have inscription from King Solomon times, 3,000 years ago. Just back from the Jewish Museum in New York and some other places. They took it in Israeli Museum, then finished the exhibition, and then they're going to the Jewish Museum in New York, some other place, and after they took it to Italy, and then it's back to here. What I want to share is that it's the nicer things in the world. Maybe the Italian or the Greek has 1,000 like that, but not more than this. The art is the top of this period.
This is the warrior parting from his parents?
Yeah, before the battle, going, the Spartanic or something like that. And they say to him, going back or with the shields or on the shields, but don't run away from the battle. That's the mentality of the Spartanian this time.
Gan HaShlosha is also the location of Tel Amal, the first tower and stockade settlements which Jewish pioneers established back in the 1930s. Tel Amal was actually constructed in just one night, and they restored it to show the dining room, the kitchen, the living quarters, and kind of give a sense of the way of life of the settlers. So this is what a dining hall would look like back in the 1930s. Looks like a camp dining hall, like when I went to camp. And this is all replicas of what they would be using. So these are the living quarters where the settlers would have been sleeping. Let's go check this out. No, it doesn't want to boot open. These are the living quarters. Next time you complain to your parents that your room isn't big enough because you're sharing it with your sibling, take a look at this.
Go get me out of this water because the fish are eating me.
Our next stop was to the Korazim National Park, located 300 meters above the Sea of Galilee and contains ruins of an ancient Byzantine town.
It's not just two rocks or just a synagogue or just a house. We have everything. With the synagogue and the bath ritual, the mikveh, accommodation of the people, olive press, wine press found a few months ago.
In the 16th century, it was home to Jewish fishermen and was apparently one of the cities condemned by Jesus.
Jesus came from Capernaum to Korazim, to this synagogue. He talked to the people. They say, thank you, we are okay. Jesus came from Capernaum to Korazim, so today we can
do that walk backwards.
Do that walk
in this heat right now.
Jesus came here. He said, all the miracles and everything I did here you saw in your own eyes, and you don't come with me? Shame on you. We're standing in the synagogue of the Jewish village of Korazim, dated to the 4th and the 5th century.
And what is this?
This is the seat of Moses. Maybe rabbi, maybe a head of the community used to sit on it. You can sit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Think that you are the rabbi, the head of the community. They are praying to Jerusalem, and you are, look at them.
It's so hot.
How we know that this is a synagogue? We have letters in Aramaic. It's letters that we can read today.
Right.
It's similar to the Hebrew.
Keep going.
All that we have here is a decoration from the synagogue.
Medusa.
Yeah, it is. In the 4th century, the Judaism is strong and confident.
Right.
And we don't have any problem, it's just art.
Yeah, you could see the grapes here and you...
Exactly. You can see the grapes and you can see those kids holding hands. They're standing barefoot on the grapes and making wine. We found it maybe almost 100 years ago. And it was really nice until 4 months ago that we discovered a new wine press in Chorazim, the first one.
Is that a fish? We're in the wine press right now. I'm a Pisces, and this is the original flooring, right?
Exactly.
This is, you could tell, a lot of detail and a lot of hard work to make it look presentable and unique and, you know, beautiful.
Usually those mosaic floor that used to wine press was very simple.
Right.
It was all white. But here,
You could see some blue.
exactly, you can see it's all decorated, this one, and we have colors, maybe gray and blue and red, and this one goes this way, and this one goes this way. So it's very well decorated and very nicely. And the main thing, it's the only one that we have in Chorazim.
So you can assume that whoever lived here, whoever worked here, whoever participated in the creation was very wealthy.
Probably. First level, you can put it here and
Step on here.
step on here barefoot, just like this, and all the juice.
On the mosaic. And I see that there are stairs going down to this well-looking thing.
This is the hole that all the juice, the wine juice, goes just in here. You can get down and put it on jars and take it to another places. The first wine that you're gonna get is the one that you
Are pressing on the ground.
press on the ground. This is the best one for the kings, for the temple.
That's why you're pressing it on such great mosaic.
Exactly. And it's new, just 4 months.
4 months, they have so much more to see, so much more to explore. All right, let's continue.
Olive press factory. We have 2 parts. The first one, when we put the olives, and then with the donkey or 2 men, that one of them is the donkey.
You have like a stick here, like a wooden stick.
Exactly, wood, from wood, and you push, and then you can take everything from here and to put it in some basket.
The baskets, let's say, are here, one on top of the other with the olive
Exactly,
oil.
they put it here, and then we have wood, like this way,
Okay, like an arch.
and a big screw. And they put it like this, all around, and
Keep pressing and pressing
keep
the olive
pressing
oil.
and pressing and pressing. And we have the olive oil through here and there.
Okay.
This is a house, a very large accommodation, maybe 1 dunam. It's large even today. And we can see the method that they used in the 4th and the 5th century. We have like a window wall and an arch wall.
We will continue exploring. Thank you so much, Dekel, for having us here, showing us around, teaching us some things that we normally would have never known and never learned about. So thank you so much. We will continue exploring.
Thank you for coming.
Stalactite caves, which we're in right now, are located between Jerusalem and Bet Shemesh, and it's unique for its dense concentration of stalactites and other cave formations. Now, we're only allowed to show you guys around with this specific flashlight, so bear with us. It's going to be a little difficult, but so worth it.
It was discovered by accident. There is a quarry in my back. And 50 years ago, they put some dynamite here and they found a hole in the mountain. Then when they entered inside, they saw this marvelous sight we're going to see in a few minutes' time. This cave is very old, it's 5 million years old. So along those years, the rain just coming down through cracks that are in limestone everywhere, dissolving the stone slowly, and bringing that material inside the belly of the mountain, and then it dries out and stays in the same formation that we're going to see in a few minutes' time. The only thing that you need is rain. Rain and limestone. Maybe if you look behind you, you see how many cracks there are in the limestone.
Right.
And when the water comes down, slipping through those cracks, it dissolves in the stone slowly, and bringing that melted stone inside the belly of the mountain, and it stays there. We went from 30 degrees Celsius outside to something like 24 in a few meters. We are depth of 25 meters below ground. Above us there is a ceiling made of the limestone. It's 25 meters above us. In that rock above us there are cracks. The water seeps through those cracks, and when the water comes down, you will see the stalactite. So you can see the stalactite here are coming through lines at the ceiling. See this line is a typical crack. The water seeps through, and every drop of water contains a very small amount of melted stone. This one is maybe 40 or 50 centimeters. How much time do you think you should be sitting here in order to see one stalactite growing? Just
10
guess.
years?
10 years? No, you have to double it.
Nah.
Double it in 10. Okay, so approximately 100 years for 1 centimeter of stalactite. So we're talking only this one around 4,000 years old.
This right here?
Only this one, the tiny one, is around 4,000 years old. But this cave is 5 million years old. Therefore, you can understand what you see all around you. This one growing a little bit longer each day, and the stalagmite growing upwards a little bit each day. And after many, many years, they will connect. When they connect, they create a column. And all the columns together eventually will create a wall. So that wall behind me is maybe a few hundred years old, 1,000 years old.
So you're talking about that wall, this wall right here, is what most of this cave will be in a few hundred years?
A few 100,000 years.
How big is this cave?
It's not big, it's something like 100 meters long.
That's it?
That's it, something like that.
Is there more that you guys haven't seen or discovered yet?
No, we found all the parts of the cave. What you see is what we have. But there might be other caves under our feet because the water disappears somewhere.
So we're inside the cave now, and clearly we're not allowed to be using regular flashlights like we would be using on the camera or lighting equipment. Why is that? Why do we have to use this specific light?
Because you have what we call photosynthesis. We have water and we have light, so we might see some plants growing, and it's forbidden in the cave. This cave should be in totally darkness, like it was found. It was found 50 years ago in total darkness. So what was growing here should be kept the same way like it used to be.
So if you like take a minute, I don't know if they can hear it through the camera, but when you like pause for a second, you can hear the raindrops, and it's so quiet when I'm not talking.
Every morning when we come to the cave, we enter the cave, before we put on the lights, we listen.
Yeah.
There's a concert here.
It's beautiful. You can like hear the raindrops. I don't know why I'm whispering. I just like, I'm offended to like ruin the raindrop situation here.
All the stalactites look the same, like a carrot. But the stalagmites are different because the water is flowing differently in each place. Usually the stalagmites are growing faster because they have more time to stay on the surface of the cave. So they're growing faster, and you can see the exact place that they both of them met.
These look like wax figures. Can I see this for a sec? This looks like a wax figure. It looks like something you would see in like Stranger Things. Got my flashlight on, so you can all see me. And this is like a wall being built right now, right? Like this is in the process of one of the stalactite walls being built. Yeah. Insane. Have any of these stalactites ever fell?
1,000 years ago there was an earthquake over here, and yes, some of them fell. And it has to be a very major earthquake in order for things like this to happen. So the last one happened 5,000 years ago.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah, we have 5,000 years to go. It's okay, we are safe.
About every 5 seconds, a drop of water falls in the exact same spot, and that's basically showing us how this
Exactly.
how this whole form was created.
This is part of the world. This is a stalagmite coming down.
Oh.
Just imagine how many years it took for this world to look like that.
They're like a centimeter apart from touching. How long will it take for them to actually touch?
Well, right now we don't have any water coming down this area anymore. But we hope the water will come one day and then we'll keep on growing. And when it will happen, it takes something like 20 or 30 years.
Wow, 20 or 30 years for a centimeter. Whoa! Thank you so much for showing me around and explaining everything.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. And see you once again.
Everybody has to come check this out. There's no visit to Israel without coming to see this thing. These were just a few of the extraordinary national parks that can be explored here in the Holy Land. There are so many more to venture off and see. I wish I had more time in the week. But for all of you looking for some of the best spots to visit in Israel, make sure to keep up with Cruising Israel every week to see where I cruise Israel next.